Shotguns deliver an awful lot of firepower, but they're also typically bulky and unwieldy. However, there are quite some options on the market that give you the same or a similar firepower in a much smaller package. And here they are. Number 9, the Mossberg 590S Shockwave. Normally, putting firepower in a smaller package, you do lose some performance. When it comes to the Mossberg 590S Shockwave, this does not hold true, as the shotgun comes with a barrel length of 18.5 inches. To make it more compact, the stock has been shortened to a hand grip. While you keep the awesome firepower of a full-length shotgun, you get also a lot of shooting flexibility with the 590S. It cycles 1.75-inch and 2.75-inch and 3-inch shot shells. This allows you to go directly for the length you need or load a combination of them. You can increase the number of rounds in the magazine by going for shorter shells, or you can increase the power of each round by going for the longer ones. The capacity is 9+1 for the .175-inch shot shells, all the way down to 5+1 for the 3-inch ones. The Shockwave is a pump-action shotgun with dual extractors and twin-action bars. There's a positive steel-to-steel lockup and a new elevator that is improved for smooth operation to avoid jams. Also, the gun features a top-mounted ambidextrous safety, a magazine clean-out tube with a cab, and a matte blue metal finish. The weight of this compact gun is just 5.5 pounds with an overall length of 30.75 inches. Number 8. Remington TAC-14. The Remington Model 870 TAC-14 also features a stock that is shortened to a grip. This shortens the overall package while still providing devastating power. Comes with the reliability you would expect from a Model 870. Also, it features a Raptor pistol grip and Magpul M-Lock forend. This makes it ideal for personal protection and home defense as it is highly maneuverable in close quarters. It can be relatively easily concealed, for example in a backpack, and it just stops any fight reliably at short distances. You can get it either in 12 or in 20 gauge. For both versions, the capacity is 4+1 rounds and it weighs just 5.6 pounds. The overall length is 26.3 inches. Number 7. Salon Arms SS11 Mini. The Salon Arms SS11 Mini is an over-under shotgun that does sacrifice a little bit of firepower for creating a really compact gun. For that, it features a 10-inch barrel and a stubby stock. Designed for the Canadian market, it's one of the tiniest shotguns available there. Coming in 12 gauge with a 3-inch chamber, it still offers enough power to stop an attacker. It weighs just 4.5 pounds and has an overall length of 23 inches. If you want, you can also break it down for your backpack, shortening to 16.5 inches to maximum. Under Canadian law, this is a non-restricted shotgun, so it can be bought and sold. However, do not try to modify the stock, as this might change the laws concerning the gun. It does come with a very short length of pull, and it is not necessarily easy to shoot it accurately. However, given its compact size, it is more something for short ranges where accuracy is of less concern. You can shoot it from the hip, or you can shoot it with two hands trying to aim. Holding it with only one hand while shooting is a rather uncomfortable experience, as the trigger guard will hurt your middle and ring finger. It features a barrel selector, so in theory you could load both barrels with different shells, for example buckshot and a slug, but for the short ranges this is rather unlikely. Also, the effective distance is further limited by the absence of any chokes. Number 6. Mossberg 500 Compact Cruiser. Another Mossberg offer are the models 500 and 590A1 compact cruisers. Both are billed as shotguns with great power, while being small enough for home defense. As pump-action guns, they're easy to use and very reliable. They also do not cost too much. The MSRP for the 500 is $910, and for the 590A1, $980. Now, you might want to know what is the difference between both. The Model 500 comes with a 7.5-inch cylinder bore barrel and a capacity of 2+1 rounds. The Model 590A1 comes with a heavy-walled 10.25-inch cylinder bore barrel and has a capacity of 3+1 rounds. Other than that, they are identical and both chambered for 12-gauge 3-inch shells. Also, both feature lightweight mil-spec matte black anodized aluminum receivers, twin-action bars and positive steel-to-steel lockup, as well as an anti-jam elevator. The trigger guard is made from metal, and they sport dual extractors and sling swivel studs mounted at the front magazine cap. Furthermore, they have an ambidextrous top-mounted steel safety selector. Especially important is the ATI T3 grip, which is made from reinforced polymer to absorb the energy of the recoil, which it does surprisingly well. The Model 500 has a weight of 4.9 pounds and an overall length of 17 inches. The Model 590A1 has a weight of 5.3 pounds with an overall length of 19.5 inches. Number 5. Serbu Super Shorty. The Serbu Super Shorty is based on the Mossberg 500 or Remington 870. You can get them with a capacity of either 2+1 or 3+1. For the ATF, they come under the category of any other weapon, so that a $5 ATF tax stamp is needed for them instead of the usual $200. For the 2+1 variants, the overall length stands at 17.5 inches, with a barrel length of 6.5 inches. The 3+1 variant comes with an overall length of 20 inches and a barrel length of 9 inches. The MSRP for both variants is $1,050. Number 4, Smith & Wesson Governor. The Smith & Wesson Governor is what could be called a snub-nosed revolver, but that would be a little bit misleading. Well, it is a revolver with a rather short barrel. It's not a small revolver like other snub-nosed models. That comes from the fact that it shoots shotgun shells, which necessitate an exceptionally long cylinder. When it comes to its caliber or chamberings, the Governor can shoot .45 Colt, but also .45 ACP, if moon clips are used. Thanks to the size of that rounds, it can also fire 410 shot shells, albeit only in the length of 2.5 inches. Granted, those are not necessarily as powerful as your average 12 gauge, but they do some great work when used at shorter ranges. Also, they're widely available, and there are a lot of loads specifically designed for the rifled barrels of revolvers. The rifling does spread the pattern rather quickly, but at typical self-defense or home defense distances, that is less of an issue. Here they are really devastating without a big risk of over-penetration. The Governor is based on the Z-frame from Smith & Wesson and has a barrel length of 2.75 inches. It features an exposed hammer and can be shot in single as well as in double action. The weight is a tad below 30 ounces, and for that you get a capacity of 6 rounds. Number 3, Taurus Judge. It was the Taurus Judge which first brought the shotgun shell firing revolver into the thoughts of the American shooters. For that, it's chambered for .45 Colt as well as in .410 bore. However, when compared to the Governor, there are quite some differences. First and foremost, the capacity is just 5 rounds. Also, it lacks the ability to use moon clips. That means it cannot fire .45 ACP. However, when it comes to .410 shot shells, there are versions able to chamber 3-inch shells, giving it more power round per round. Built for self-defense as well as home defense, it comes with fiber optic front sight and fixed rear sights. Sporting an exposed hammer, it can be fired in double and in single action. For the base model, the barrel has a length of 3 inches and the overall length is 9.5 inches. For a revolver, that is pretty big, but for a shotgun, it's rather small. The unloaded weight stands at 29 ounces. Made from alloy steel with a matte black oxide, the revolver has many fans and many critics. Fans like to speak of the awesome firepower, launching 4 to 5 pellets with each shot at a target, doing some real damage. Critics point to its rather large size and low power of the .410 shotgun pellets or slugs when fired from this revolver. In the end, it is your decision if a shotgun in such a compact package is right for you, or if you go for .357 Magnum when buying a revolver. Number 2, Bond Arms Century 2000. Speaking of guns chambered for .45 Colt and .410 bore, they do not always have to be revolvers. There are also Derringer-style guns out there giving you the same capability in the form of the Bond Arms Century 2000. They come with 2 barrels and over-under configuration for an MSRP of $567. The barrels have a length of 3.5 inches, sacrificing some performance, but still more than the barrels of the Judge or Governor. You aim with simple front blade and fixed rear sights. The overall length of 5.5 inches makes them very easy to conceal, and the weight of 21 ounces makes them comfortable to carry. As super concealable guns, these beauties are not meant for a prolonged firefight. With a capacity of 2 and a rather long reload procedure, you would simply be outgunned. However, with the capability of shooting .410 shot shells, they're meant to be super concealable and to bring awesome firepower to bear in one devastating moment that should end the firefight. Number 1, Heiser Defense PS1. The Heiser Defense PS1 is another pocket shotgun meant for concealed carry. For that, it comes with 1 break open barrel that is chambered for .45 Colt and .410 bore. The weight is 21 ounces with an overall height of a tad under 4 inches and a length of a little over 4.5 inches. It can be had with a black or silver finish and sports a stainless steel frame and barrel. The MSRP is just $369. Being very flat and built with recessed ambidextrous controls, it's easy to conceal and snag-free when you have to draw it. It has been thoroughly tested and allows for smooth reloads. A storage compartment can handle 2 more rounds of .45 Colt for said reloads. There you have it, guys. Some of the smallest shotguns on the market. They are great for self and home defense, and some are even stars when it comes to concealed carry. With them, you have enough firepower at your disposal to reliably stop a threat while you save yourself the bulk and weight, typical shotguns.